In 2025, we are more connected than ever before, but somehow, we feel lonelier than we've ever been. Think about it. You can meet someone across the world with just a swipe. You can have 100 matches in a week, but still, at night, you lie in bed feeling unseen. Why? Welcome back to the channel. This is Astad, and today, we're diving into something that's shaking the foundation of modern relationships, the 2025 dating crisis. If you've ever felt like love just doesn't feel real anymore, like connections are surface level, or that something's broken in how we meet, love, and commit, you're not alone. This video will break down the hidden reasons why love feels so out of reach today, and what you can do about it. Whether you're new here or one of our loyal subscribers, welcome to Astad Psyche, the place where we untangle the psychology of love, dating, and modern connection. If you find value in deep, emotionally charged, and psychologically grounded content like this, do me a favor, like, comment, share with someone who needs this, and subscribe so we can grow together. Let's talk about why everything feels broken, and how we start to fix it. You've got more dating apps than ever. More followers. More DMs. But you feel emptier than ever. Why? Imagine this, you're lying in bed, scrolling through endless profiles, each promising a potential connection. Yet, despite the abundance, you feel a void. It's not just you. Many are experiencing this paradox, surrounded by options, yet feeling profoundly alone. Modern dating platforms present us with an overwhelming number of potential partners. This abundance creates the illusion of choice, leading to decision fatigue and dissatisfaction. Psychologist Barry Schwartz describes this as the paradox of choice, where too many options can lead to anxiety and regret. Studies have shown that while dating apps offer numerous matches, meaningful connections remain elusive. The constant swiping fosters a mindset where individuals are seen as commodities, reducing the depth of interactions. In today's fast-paced digital age, the desire for immediate satisfaction permeates every aspect of our lives, including dating. Platforms like TikTok have conditioned us for short bursts of content, leading to shorter attention spans. This culture spills over into our relationships. People seek quick emotional highs, often mistaking fleeting excitement for genuine connection. Neuroscience indicates that this pursuit of instant gratification releases dopamine, reinforcing the cycle and making it harder to invest in long-term relationships. Ghosting, breadcrumbing, and other forms of emotional avoidance have become commonplace. These behaviors stem from a fear of vulnerability and rejection. Instead of confronting uncomfortable emotions, individuals opt for avoidance, leaving others in a state of confusion and hurt. This trend reflects a broader societal shift towards emotional consumerism, where people engage in relationships for personal gain without considering the emotional well-being of others. Dating platforms are designed to keep users engaged, often prioritizing user retention over meaningful connections. Algorithms present matches based on user behavior, which may not align with genuine compatibility. Data suggests that a significant percentage of dating app users do not find long-term relationships through these platforms. The design encourages continuous swiping, fostering a cycle of short-term interactions rather than lasting bonds. Despite the plethora of social connections online, many individuals report feelings of loneliness. This paradox arises from a fear of vulnerability. Past traumas and attachment issues lead people to build emotional walls, preventing deep connections. Understanding one's attachment style and addressing underlying anxieties are crucial steps towards forming meaningful relationships. Without this self-awareness, individuals remain trapped in cycles of superficial interactions. So what do you do when everyone's scared to connect? When love feels like a gamble and vulnerability is a risk most aren't willing to take? Here's the truth most won't say out loud: in a world that's built on illusions of connection, choosing to pursue something real is a radical act. And in doing so, you become the exception. The rare person who refuses to play the game. And that makes you powerful. You don't wait for love to happen by accident, you become the kind of person love is drawn to. Not because you're playing by the rules of modern dating, but because you've created your own. You've stepped outside the algorithm, the patterns, the swiping culture. And now you're asking better questions of yourself and of the people you meet. You're no longer impressed by curated profiles or witty bios. You're watching how people show up. Do they keep their word? Can they hold space for deep conversations? Are they clear about what they want, or just entertaining options to avoid being alone? You see, the shift begins when you realize that depth doesn't scream for attention. It whispers. It's patient. And that kind of connection, the one that lasts, doesn't happen in a dopamine rush. It happens when two people decide to lean in, even when it's uncomfortable. So instead of matching with 10 people this week, maybe you talk deeply with one. Instead of texting all night, maybe you meet for coffee and actually look into someone's eyes. Instead of seeking butterflies, you start looking for peace. For alignment. For honesty that doesn't feel like a performance. The shift is about rewriting your own definition of love. It's not fireworks and chaos, it's safety, presence, and consistent effort. The kind of love that doesn't leave you anxious, wondering, or waiting. And here's where it gets real: when you make this shift, not everyone will follow. People used to surface-level attention might ghost when they sense you're not playing the game. But that's okay. Let them. Because you're not looking for attention. You're looking for connection. You're not trying to win anyone. You're trying to meet someone real, and you're willing to walk away from anything less. And the best part? When you commit to this shift, you stop blaming the world for being broken. You stop waiting for the perfect person to show up. You become the kind of person who creates the space where love can actually grow. And that changes everything. So now you understand why things feel so disconnected, but how do you actually show up differently in a dating culture that rewards detachment, speed, and image over substance? Here's the first truth: if you want a different result, you have to play a different game. Let's start with this: prioritize quality over quantity. This isn't just about dating fewer people. It's about filtering better. It's about asking yourself not just do I like them, but do I feel safe with them? Can I be real with them? Do they have emotional capacity, or just chemistry? Chemistry fades. Capacity builds love. Next, date intentionally, not for validation. Every time you swipe to soothe boredom or text someone back just to feel wanted, you reinforce the idea that your worth is tied to attention. But real love doesn't come from being wanted by many. It comes from being deeply seen by one. So before you go on that date, ask yourself, am I genuinely curious about this person, or am I just avoiding being alone with myself? Slow down. That might sound boring in a world addicted to speed. But here's what most people forget. Emotional safety doesn't grow on speed. It grows in silence, in patience, in time spent doing small, unsexy things, like listening, like asking better questions, like being present without performing. That moment when someone texts you and you don't rush to reply just to seem cool, that's emotional maturity. That moment when you stop chasing someone who's inconsistent, not because you don't care, but because you finally do care about yourself, that's growth. And this one is big: be okay with disqualifying fast. We were taught to chase, to prove ourselves. But the truth is, if someone can't communicate, respect your time, or show up with consistency, it's not your job to wait around hoping they change. It's your job to protect your peace and walk away early. Because real connection isn't supposed to feel like guessing. You don't have to decode someone who's meant for you. They won't hide. They'll be clear. And finally, show up as who you really are, not who you think they want. Because when you mask your truth to fit into someone's fantasy, you become invisible to the one who would have loved the real you. The moment you stop performing, you give love a chance to be honest, and that's the only kind of love that lasts. Another very important thing is to encourage self-healing, emotional maturity, and alignment. The better you know yourself, the less you settle for confusion. Engage in self-reflection, therapy, or journaling to understand your patterns and triggers. Personal growth lays the foundation for healthier relationships. Always remember that. You're not asking for too much. You're just asking the wrong people. You don't need more matches. You need one real connection. Remember, love isn't about the number of matches or messages. It's about finding someone who sees and values you for who you truly are. Before we go, if this video spoke to something deep in you, don't just click away. Let's grow this tribe of people who still believe in real connection. Like this video so more people can find it. Comment below, what part hit you the most? Share it with someone you care about. And don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss the next chapter. This is Astad, and you've been watching Astad Psyche, where we don't just talk love, we understand it. Bye for now. See you in the next one.